There are thousands of missing person cases, thousands. Yet only a handful seem to capture the public imagination for decades. Why? Why do some cases fade away while others continue haunting people year after year? I don't think it's always about the crime. I think it's often about the uncertainty. Human beings are remarkably uncomfortable with unanswered questions. We want stories to make sense. We want causes and effects. We want beginnings, middles, and endings. We want resolution. But some cases refuse to provide it, and that's where the obsession begins. Take an abandoned vehicle. On its own, it's just a car. But once we know the owner vanished, the entire scene changes. Every object suddenly feels important. The keys, the purse, the location, the timeline, the witness statements. We begin looking for meaning. Because the human brain is designed to create meaning. And when information is missing, we start filling the gaps. That's where many unresolved cases become fascinating. Not because of what we know, but because of what we don't. Consider cases like Patricia Meehan, or Maura Murray, or Brandon Lawson. People can look at the same evidence and walk away with entirely different conclusions. One person sees foul play, another sees confusion, another sees panic, another sees a psychological crisis, another sees an accident. And that's because evidence doesn't always tell a complete story. Sometimes evidence leaves room for interpretation. And interpretation is where human psychology enters the picture. We often assume behavior means one thing, but behavior is complicated. Fear can look like guilt. Shock can look like indifference. Confusion can look like deception. Panic can look like irrationality. And once the public settles on a narrative, it can become incredibly difficult to challenge it. The story becomes larger than the evidence itself. That's why I find these cases so compelling. Not because they provide answers, but because they force us to confront uncertainty. And uncertainty is one of the hardest things humans ever have to sit with. Sometimes the greatest mystery isn't what happened. Sometimes the greatest mystery is how little we truly know about what another person was experiencing in their final known moments. And perhaps that's why these stories stay with us, because somewhere deep down we understand that life itself can be uncertain. And unresolved mysteries remind us that truth, remind us of that truth in a way that's impossible to ignore. Thank you for tuning in to Grace and the Gavel, where truth meets compassion. My name is Buffy. I'm an almost 18-year criminal defense attorney. If you got value from this, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I hope that you'll come back and see me again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.